Okay. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, we are on the 12th day of Srimad Bhagavatam reading challenge. So, today we have a great personality with us, a literally Bhagavad person with us who can truly and very inspiringly speak Bhagavatam on a very transcendental way. So, I hope everyone know Gauranga Darshan Prabhu worldwide. So, Prabhuji is very famous. So, I will give a quick introduction of Prabhuji because class is short. So Gaurang Darshan Prabhu is a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, and he regularly conducts online and residential spiritual courses for children, teens, and adults, and has delivered over more than 7,000 hours plus hours of contents, spiritual discourses in different forums, including ashramas, schools, colleges, then corporate events, platform like TEDx, Rotary Club, etc. And also, Gaurang Darshan Prabhu holds a master degree in systems science and automation from the reputed Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. Having realized the importance of spiritual practices and with a desire to serve the Lord and the humanity, he took up to the order of monkhood in 2009. Prabhuji joined in 2009 actually, and since 2012 he has been leading the intense 2 year study course on the traditional bhakti literatures like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita in Bhaktivedanta Vidyapith, and the courses and the lectures are very inspiring. I personally heard Prabhuji on ISKCON Dietary and other platforms, and Prabhuji has designed the entire course curriculum with 5S model and also developed the teaching formats, students handbooks, course presentation, website, and its online training models as well. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu has authored over 30 books, including the Subodhini series, Systematic Study Guides to Holy Scriptures, which is very famous in ISKCON. Very, very, very famous. And it is guiding the beginners who are reading Srimad Bhagavatam and who sometimes get scattered in the characters. So it helps us in a very, very systematic way to read Srimad Bhagavatam. And also, Prabhuji is a prolific speaker of the scriptures. He teaches Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Vaishnava character, and several other spiritual courses. His shloka recitation, nectar verses, short video series, online courses, and programs on Hare Krishna TV and YouTube are adored by several people across the globe. Apart from teaching and writing, he also guided several students in their scriptural study and helped them evolve in their understanding and presentation of the philosophy. So, Roji, we are very fortunate to have us today to have you with us today, Proji. So please guide us through the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Proji, your verses recitation are Proji very very inspiring. I daily hear one or two verse recitation of yours from ISKCON Dietary, and the way you recite the verses, Proji, is really beyond this world, Proji, beyond this world. So please, Proji, please bless us, bless the students of ISKCON Bhagavatam Mahavidyalaya with this nectarian class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurinmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshtarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I offer full obeisances to all the assembled devotees, and I must thank the devotees of ISKCON Bhagavatam Mahavidyalaya for conducting such wonderful, inspiring programs. Now there is a reading marathon, and they also conduct several online courses and on-site courses. So I really appreciate their great, genuine efforts to spread the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam everywhere. I'm very inspired by that. And today I was asked to speak from the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we'll be discussing the episode of Gajendra. Because it's just half an hour class, I'll just quickly give the outline of the pastime and let's meditate on a couple of prayers of Gajendra. Gajendra's episode is covered in the Canto, chapter number 2, 3, and 4. Second chapter describes how Gajendra entered this Trikota mountain region and along with so many other elephants, his friends or wives or children, it went to a lake. So Gajendra started drinking some water, bathing, and then also throwing water on his family members. In this way, Gajendra was enjoying. But the nature of this material world is that at the least expected moment, we will be attacked. Our enjoyment will be interrupted. We may think that, oh, life is going on very smoothly, very well, very nice. I have no problems. I have wealth. I have friends. I have facilities. I have talents. I have some fame. So we think that life is very smoothly. It may go, but at any moment, Maya can interrupt our comfortable life situation and create a very, very awkward and miserable situation for us. That's the nature of this world. Dukkhalayam shashvatam, which is very temporary in nature. So Gajendra also Hare Krishna. So Gajendra was enjoying like this, and suddenly a crocodile came and caught Gajendra's leg. And Gajendra tried to release himself from the jaws of that crocodile. He tried his best. But what to do? Somehow Gajendra pulled the crocodile out of the lake, and crocodile was pulling Gajendra inside the lake. But who is more powerful here? The crocodile. The reason is crocodile was a water animal. It can survive on the land also, but crocodile is primarily a water animal. And Gajendra was a land animal. Okay. So sometimes we may be powerful at one place. That does not mean we can use that power at any other place. Gajendra was a land animal. He's very powerful on the land. But when Gajendra entered water, Gajendra's power was overpowered by crocodile. If the crocodile had attacked Gajendra on the land, probably Gajendra would have trampled the crocodile on the land. Many other elephant friends of Indra, they also would have trampled crocodile very effortlessly. But what to do? Gajendra was attacked inside the water. So we should not be overconfident or proud that just because we are so powerful at some place, we cannot expect others to accept our power or authority at every other place. So whatever power we have, whatever glory we have, whatever wealth, money, resources, manpower, knowledge, influence, fame, whatever we have it only by Krishna's grace. And the best utility of whatever we have is to engage it in Krishna's seva. So when that is missing, and we utilize whatever opulences or powers that we have for our own sense gratification, we can be unsettled at any moment by Maya's power, right? And to the degree we are attached to all these facilities and powers, to that degree we'll feel that pain when being taken away from. But if we understand that everything that we have is by Krishna's grace, and if we sincerely utilize whatever we have in Krishna's service, and if we are detached from whatever we have, knowing very well that these facilities are given to me for this service, once the service is over, they will be taken away. Okay, when we have that kind of consciousness, then we will not be affected whenever Maya tries to take away something from us. Okay. So Gajendra was trying to fight with this crocodile. Gajendra thought, okay, fine, I'm unable to release myself. Let me just tolerate. Let me just try my best, and the crocodile will leave me. How long crocodile will catch me? So Gajendra waited while struggling for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 10 days, 1 month. Passed. Crocodile was not leaving. 2 years passed. The crocodile was not leaving. 100 years passed. Crocodile. 1,000 passed. Still, crocodile was not leaving. Can you just imagine? Sometimes we may encounter a problem or reversal in life. We may think that, oh, I'll be relieved from this problem soon. Okay. Time will heal everything. Yes, it is truth to some degree. But time may not heal everything, by the way. Sometimes we may have to live with a problem. So you get a headache, you can wait. In 1 or 2 days, it may go. In 1 or 2 hours, it may go. But say my leg is cut. I met with an accident. I lost my leg. I will not get my leg back. Okay, small problems you can get relief in some time. Time can heal. But when I meet with an accident and I lost my hand or leg, I will not get it back. Oh, anyways, and no problem. We cannot think like that. Sometimes we cannot press Control Z. Undo the option is not available. Right? We may have to live with a particular problem, and the problem may exist for a long, long time. So Gajendra was struggling with this crocodile for 1,000 years. Still, the crocodile did not leave him. And on top of it, because Prabhupada writes in the purport, because Gajendra was a land animal, he's not getting nourishment. So day by day, moment by moment, year by year, Gajendra's strength is getting depleted. On the other hand, because crocodile was there in the water, crocodile is getting its nourishment and it's becoming stronger and stronger, right? So in such a situation, Gajendra contemplated. All my elephant friends who are standing on the shore of this lake, they're unable to do anything. Probably if Gajendra was attacked by crocodile on the land, had done something. But because crocodile inside the water, they also could not do much. Okay. Internet is getting disconnected once in a while. Am I audible now? So if you notice this, all the elephant friends of Gajendra, they had the compassion on Gajendra. They were very empathetic towards Gajendra, sympathetic towards Gajendra, but they did not have the capacity to protect him. And all the devatas in the upper planets, they had the capacity to protect Gajendra. Right? All these Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, Brahma, all these people have certain weapons and they can easily kill a crocodile if they want. They had the ability to protect Gajendra, but they did not have the intention to protect him. And these elephants, they had the intention to protect Gajendra, but they did not have the ability. Okay. So Gajendra was thinking, there must be somebody who is kind upon me and who also has the capacity to protect me. Let me just offer a prayer to such a person. Why did Gajendra get this inspiration? Because in his previous life, Gajendra was a devotee. So when we learn a prayer, when we offer some devotional service to the Lord, so that devotional background can protect us even in next life, even when we are in an animal body. Prabhupada writes, therefore, let us chant some mantras. Let us offer some prayers. Prabhupada encourages us to take part by chanting and offering prayers. So Gajendra recollected a prayer that he has learned in his past life as branch. Now, the Lord only inspired Gajendra to offer that prayer, and Gajendra began to offer that prayer. Then the Lord came to protect Gajendra. Now, let's see a couple of prayers offered by Gajendra. I'll just show the screen. So, there are so many beautiful prayers. Maybe we'll take. Okay, I'll just directly go to this 15th shloka only. Namo namaste akhila karanaya nishkaranaya adbhutakaranaya sarvagamamnaya maharnavaya namopavargaya parayanaya. Namo namaste akhila karanaya. Gajendra is saying, I offer my obeisances unto that Lord who is the cause of all causes. Akhila karanaya. Although the Lord is akhila karanaya, is the causes, he himself is nishkaranaya. He has no cause. Therefore, he is adhikar, wonderful cause of all causes, who himself does not have a cause. Okay. Sarvagamamnaya maharnavaya namopavargaya parayanaya. Sarva agama amnaya means all the scriptures and the wonderful spiritual paths shown by the scriptures are like rivers flowing towards the ocean. And that ocean is compared to Krishna. By following all the wonderful spiritual paths recommended in the scriptures, we ultimately end up at Krishna's lotus feet. Right? He is the ultimate destination of all spiritual paths. Further, Gajendra says, Gunaranichanda chidusmapaya tatkshoabhavispurjita manasaya naishkarmya bhavena vivarjita gama swayam prakashaya namaste. So Gajendra is glorifying the Lord in various ways. But Gajendra is not merely chanting of the Lord. Oh Krishna, come and protect me. Ram, please come and protect me. Or Narasimha, please come and protect me. Varaha, Vamana, Matsya, Kurma. No. Gajendra actually did not take any name. He felt that there must be somebody, some powerful person who has the ability and intention to protect me. Whoever that may be, to whomsoever it may concern, I'm offering this prayer. Please come and protect me. So Gajendra did not take a particular name, but Gajendra offered a prayer in which he described so many qualities of the Lord. So this sloka also describes so many qualities. I think I'll not go deep into this. Let's go to the next sloka and go deep into this. This is my favorite prayer in Gajendra's entire stuti. Madrik prapanna pashupasha vimokshana muktaya bhuyaya namolayaya swamshena sarvatanubhan pratita pratyagya bhagavate brihate namaste. Madrik prapanna. Madrik means people like me. Prapanna, when they surrender unto you, O Lord. What will you do? Vimokshanaya, you will liberate them. From what? Pasha. Pasha means bondage. Pashu means animal. Gajendra is considering himself an animal, which is truth. He is an animal. He is an elephant. But Prabhupada writes in the purport that this Pashu need not refer only to Gajendra. It can refer to any living being who is under the clutches of material nature, who is under the influence of Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Right? So it can refer to us also. You may think, oh, this is a prayer of a Pashu. Gajendra will offer this prayer. It's not meant for human beings. I'm a human being. No. So anybody who bondage, like Gajendra is attacked by crocodile, we are attacked by Maya in various ways. Therefore, this relates also. So he says, Madrik prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya. O Lord, whoever surrenders unto you, you will relieve them, you will liberate them from the clutches of Maya. Why and how? So what qualifies the Lord as a reliever, as a liberator? Three qualifications. What are the three qualifications? Number one, muktaya. Muktaya means the Lord himself is liberated. Means the Lord is never bound by anything. If I am bound tightly by ropes to a pillar, who can release me from that bondage? Someone who is not bound can release me. If you are also bound to a next pillar, I am bound to this pillar, how can you help me? The pillar is there, this pillar is here. But one who is not bound by the rope to a pillar, he can protect me. Right? Similarly, the Lord is never bound by Maya. The Lord is never bound by any influence of material nature. Therefore, he is Muktaya. He has the capacity to protect us. He has the ability to protect us. Okay. So capacity. I cannot write. I'm writing with mouse. Okay. So the Lord has capacity to protect us. So somebody may have the ability or capacity to protect us. but they should also have the compassion to protect us. Say, I have the ability to help you, but if I am not kind upon you, I will not help you even if I have the ability. Therefore, the Lord has the second quality, Bhuri Karunaya. Karunaya means very compassionate person. Bhuri Karunaya means extremely compassionate, very, very compassionate, right? So the Lord is extremely compassionate, therefore he can protect us. That's the second quality. Okay. This is compassion. Okay. So now you have the Lord has capacity to protect and compassion to protect. Say, I'm bound to this pillar with a rope. You have the ability to release me because you are not bound. You have the compassion to release me also. Oh, you are very kind upon me. This person is bound. But if you don't know me, right? I am bound to this pillar, and then you are just walking like that. You are not even aware that I am bound, right? You are not aware of my situation. You are not cognizant of my situation. How can you protect me? Therefore, cognizance or awareness is also a requirement. Therefore, alayaya. Alayaya means one who is always aware of everybody's situation. This is the third quality. Alayaya means one who is cognizant or one who is aware. So the Lord has the capacity, compassion, and cognizance to protect us. The Lord has the ability, intention, and awareness. So one who has all these three qualities is only a qualified protector. Others cannot protect. Clear? Yajendra described this wonderful quality of the Lord, three qualities. So how is the Lord aware of us? He is maybe sitting in Vaikuntha. How is he aware of our difficulties? So in one little planet, one little elephant is caught by one little crocodile. The Lord is in Vaikuntha doing his pastimes. How will he be aware? We are so insignificant. There are millions and trillions of living entities in millions and trillions of universes. So in this big universe, there are 14 planetary systems. And we are living in the middle planetary system, that is Bhumandala. In this Bhumandala, there are so many oceans and so many islands. And in that, we are living in one island called Jambudvipa. In Jambudvipa, there are 9 Varshas. We are living in one Varsha called Bharatavarsha. In Bharatavarsha, there are so many places. We are living in a small place. You may be living in Delhi, I'm living in Mumbai, something else. And in each place, there are hundreds and thousands of people. One little person got one little problem. How can the Lord be aware? The CEO of a company that has 1,000 branches all over the globe, and in each branch there are thousands of employees, and there are multiple departments, and one employee, say one security guard gets something. How can the CEO be aware of it? The Lord is aware of everything. Why? Because Swamshena sarvatanu bhrinmanasi pratita pratyagdrishe bhagavate brihate namaste. Swamshena, by his own expansion, super soul. Sarvatanu bhrin, he enters into every embodied living being's body. And where does Manasik Praka in the heart? Pratyagdrishe, he directly witnesses everything that is happening to us. Bhagavate, he is Bhagavan, offer obeisances to him. Clear? So, although the Lord is living in Vaikuntha, Goloka eva nivasatyakilatma bhuto govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Although he lives in the spiritual abode of Goloka or Vaikuntha, still the Lord stays within the hearts of every single living being. No other boss or master in this material world can do it. At the max, the boss can sit in his cabin and put a CC camera footage, right? He can keep CC cameras at 5, 6 places, 10 places in his entire company, and all those 10 screens are seen on his thing. And sometimes he will see, sometimes he'll miss also, right? That's all he can do. But the Lord has a CC camera in everybody's heart, of every atom. He knows what's happening in every nook and corner of the entire creation. He knows all our thoughts, past thoughts, present thoughts, and future thoughts. He registers, he remembers also. Sometimes we may think that, oh, people misunderstood me. People don't know me. I have done something good and they never recognize me. Don't be disappointed. Krishna is watching you. Krishna is noticing all your activities and good contributions. And sometimes we may commit mistakes and we may hide it from others. Nobody has seen me. we may feel very happy. Krishna is watching that also. Right? So therefore, don't become happy that you could successfully hide your mistakes, and don't become discouraged that your good activities are not recognized. Krishna is recognizing both. All the people in this world may miss us. Krishna is recognizing both. So Krishna is Sarvatanu Brahmanasik Pratita. He stays as super soul. He's aware of everything. He's alayaya. He's never indifferent to the situation of any living entity. So they should give us hope and also a caution note. Hope and encouragement that, oh, Lord is watching me. And caution note that, oh, Lord is watching me. I need to be careful. Right? So they offers this prayer. So in response to this prayer, the Lord comes. There are many, many such beautiful shlokas. So Gajendra was an elephant. So what is the qualification to get the mercy of the Lord? Even an elephant can get the mercy of the Lord. Vyadhasya charanam dhruvasya chavayo vidya gajendrasya ka kubjaya kimunama rupamadhikam kim tadsudamno dhanam vamshah ko vidurasya yadavapater ugrasya kim paurusham bhaktya tushyati kevalam na chagunai bhakti priyo madhava vyadhasya acharanam dhruvasya chavayo. So this one shloka says, this is from Padyavali, that this hunter Vyadha, he doesn't have any etiquette. Dhruva is a 5-year-old child. Vidya Gajendra Seka, Gajendra is a Pandit, he is an elephant. And Kubja is not so beautiful. Vidura is not born in a very great family. So although all these personalities are unqualified on a material platform in various ways, they all have bhakti into Krishna. Okay. So bhaktya tushyati kevalam na chagunaihi bhakti priyo madhava. Bhakti priyo madhava. Lord Madhava is impressed only with our devotion, nothing else. Gajendra exhibited that devotion even without calling a name of the Lord. The Lord reciprocated. Okay. Even he says, Prahlad Maharaj says, Manye dhanabhijana rupa tapashrutau jaha tejah prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga नाराधनाय हि भवन्ति परस्य पुंसो भक्त्या तु तोष भगवन्थपाय धन अभिजन रूप तप श्रुत ओजा. All our physical essential abilities, intellectual capacities, all these are not impressive to Krishna. Only bhakti. Bhaktya tu tosha bhagavan gajayuthapaya. If that bhakti is exhibited even by gaja, elephant, the Lord is impressed with it. Okay, so the Lord came on the back of Garuda and he protected Gajendra by releasing Sudarshan Chakra and also liberated that crocodile and liberated Gajendra and gave Gajendra Sarupya Mukti also. So although other devatas were seeing that Gajendra is suffering, still they did not come to rescue him. You know what they said? Gajendra never called us. Gajendra is offering some prayer to the Supreme Person. All the qualities are there in the Supreme Lord Hari. So Hari will not come so easily and the animal will die. That's what Devatas were. But as soon as Gajendra offered this prayer to Hari, Devatas understood, oh my God, we misunderstood the Lord. We thought Lord will not come so easily. But the Lord is going on the back of Garuda. We are offensive. To think that Krishna does not protect his devotees is an offense. Right? We know so many offenses, right? But to doubt Krishna's intentions, to doubt Krishna's integrity, to doubt Krishna's capacity to protect his devotees is also an offense. All the devatas committed that offense. To relieve themselves from this offense, all the devatas also came on their particular carriers. And as the Supreme Lord Vishnu is descending on Garuda, all the devatas were also surrounding him, offering prayers to Vishnu. Right? Like that entire, the universal celebrities from the upper planet on this earth planet, on the Trikota mountain region, right? So Gajendra, nobody was rescue Gajendra for 1,000 years. But when the Lord took a decision to rescue Gajendra, along with the Lord, all the devatas also came just to protect one elephant. See how much your prayer can attract attention. When we depend on our own capacity, our own ability to solve our problems, with pride, with confidence, with overconfidence, with arrogance. I don't need anyone else. मैं कुछ सब कुछ कर लूंगा. So when we have that confidence, you keep on struggling for 1,000 years. Still, you will not be relieved. But when you develop some humility, little humility, to offer a prayer to the Lord will come along with so many other devatas also. So when Gajendra became humble, the Supreme Lord and all the devatas came to rescue him. But when Gajendra tried to do it, then he was struggling for 1,000 years. Therefore, let us activity to offer prayer to the Lord. Let us not be arrogant to think that I can solve my problems. And every single day, we offer prayer to the Lord, our chanting, right? When we are chanting the holy names of Krishna, so the chanting of the holy name of Krishna is a prayer, a heartfelt prayer, supposed to be a heartfelt prayer, right? So it's an opportunity for us to every day pray and be accustomed or addicted to this mantra. Then eventually we will become an object of Krishna's grace. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It's exactly 7:30. Half an hour class, right?
Yes,
Conclude.
Prabhuji. So can we take some question, Prabhuji, if
Yeah,
you
sure.
want? Okay. So Prabhuji, first question is from Pragya Mataji. So she is asking, why Gajendra had to wait 1,000 years? Why did not Lord immediately help him?
Because Gajendra prayed after 1,000 years only. Okay. Next question.
Next question is from Surabjay Govindadas Prabhuji. And he is asking, even after we come to Krishna consciousness, there are many self-ego built. How to get rid of ego?
There are multiple ways. One way is try to associate with devotees, try to see the examples of great devotees who accomplished so much in their life in service to Krishna, but still they are so grounded, down to earth, and very humble. When you see a live example of a humble devotee, that will inspire you to develop this quality of humility. Okay. That is one way. Second, when we sincerely study Shastra, when we understand how great the Supreme Lord Krishna is, by going through all the cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, when we understand how insignificant we are in comparison to Krishna, naturally that humility should come. Sometimes when we read Shastra, when we know so much, there is pride. But actually, the real outcome of sincere, systematic Shastric study is humility and not pride. When we really study Shastra with humility, with right consciousness, we'll become humble. See, you know what Brahma prayed? Just now I discussed about Gajendra. So Gajendra is like one little animal in one little planet, in one little universe. There are millions of universes like that. Within each universe, there are hundreds of planets like this. There are thousands of elephants, millions of elephants. So one elephant has a problem. How insignificant Gajendra is, actually speaking. Brahma, after he destroyed, I'm sorry, after he kidnapped the little boys and calves of Krishna, Brahma came back and realized Krishna's greatness and he offered prayers to the Lord. So one of his prayers was, "Oh Lord, uh, during the daytime, from the window screen, window is there, right? From our window screen, so sun rays come out like this. Sun rays come inside the home. Okay. Then you can see small, small, tiny particles, dust particles through those sun rays. Right? Have you noticed it? Like that, millions and trillions of universes emanate from your bodily pores, O Mahavishnu." So Brahma is speaking this to Krishna. So this Mahavishnu is an expansion of Lord Krishna. And from that Mahavishnu, millions of that universes are coming. One of those universes, one of the small particles, right? I am Brahma. That two smallest universe, four-headed Brahma. How insignificant am I? And I try to test your power, right? So when we sincerely study Shastra and all these prayers, we realize our own insignificance. We realize Krishna's greatness. We realize the greatness of so many devotees of Krishna. Naturally, we can become humble. We can give up our false ego. Okay. So Shastric study. First is association of devotees. Then third is humbly render services, menial services to other devotees, keeping aside your false ego. Prataprudra Maharaj, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prataprudra Maharaj rendered so many services to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates by arranging accommodation for hundreds of people, devotees, by arranging prasadam, by arranging an accommodation for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to stay, Kashi Mishra's house. But when he actually picked up a jhadu, and he picked up a broom and started brooming the floor in front of Jagannath's cart, then seeing that, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became so impressed. Uttama Raja kare tuchha sevan. So keep aside your attachment to your position. How glorious am I? I'm in a great position. Just keep aside all that. Be ready to perform humble, menial service to the Lord. So that humble service to Vaishnavas and the Lord will make us humble. Okay. And get rid of false ego. Okay. I think 3 are sufficient, right? Vaishnava Seva, Shastra Adhyayan, and Vaishnava Sangha. Anything else?
Last question, Roji, from Lalit Pandey. He is asking, in our daily life, most of the times we stuck up in such problem that can disturb us in extent like Gajendra. Then should we directly do pray to Lord Krishna without trying to come out from it from ourselves?
So, even when we are trying whatever is humanly possible to come out of a calamity, we are dependent on Krishna only. Where did we give that ability? Say, I have a problem. I try to solve the problem with my strength, my resources, my money, manpower, contacts, whatever. But when I recognize that whatever facilities I have now, whatever access I have to these facilities to save myself from all these difficulties, they are also coming from Krishna. I try to solve my problem with God-given intelligence, God-given money, God-given resources, God-given contacts. Right? When we recognize whatever we have as Krishna's product, we are depending on Krishna only. After doing everything humanly possible within our capacity, then still if I'm unable to solve my problem, just surrender to the situation. When the situation is beyond your control, surrender to the situation. But do something with what Krishna has already given you. And when you're doing it, you're not dependent on yourself, you're dependent on Krishna only. Krishna has given me some intelligence, let me try to resolve it with my own intelligence, which Krishna has given, Krishna has sanctioned. Let me use my resources to address this problem. The resource is coming from Krishna. Therefore, acknowledge whether you try to solve, whether you just give up your hands and then offer prayer to the Lord, your dependence on Krishna is there, right? In both situations. Does it make sense, Prabhu? You have asked the question.
Yes, Roji.
Okay.
Yes. Wait, one little add-up question. Can I ask?
Yeah, please.
With your case. So this is from Sia Mataji. She is asking, humility should be in our nature. But if someone takes advantage of our humbleness, what should we do in that case?
Very good question. Very relevant and practical question. In the name of humility and tolerance, we need not and we should not allow ourselves to get exploited. Okay. Yes, we are supposed to be Trinadapi, Sunichena, Tarorapi, Sahishnuna. We should cultivate humility. We should be humbler than blade of grass. We should try to cultivate more tolerance than a tree. That's there. But when somebody is taking undue advantage of our humility and tolerance and gentle nature and behaving inappropriately with us, it's our responsibility to protect ourselves from such exploitation by giving them so proper reply. You want an example, Shastric example? Arjuna said in Bhagavad Gita, I will not fight with my relatives. I will tolerate their injustice. What did Krishna say? Don't tolerate their injustice. I'm telling you, kill them. Right? So humility, tolerance does not mean you tolerate injustice. You tolerate something inappropriate. Okay. So that kind of humility Krishna never encouraged. So when somebody is behaving inappropriately, Small inconveniences, of course, we can tolerate, we can adjust. Okay, so some small errors they make, some mistakes they make, some they may cause some trouble to us. Little bit, it's fine. Okay, we can tolerate, we can forgive, we can excuse. But when someone is deliberately, repeatedly causing big problems to us, it's not necessary for us to tolerate. So we should try to, teach them a lesson. We should tolerate if it is small. Otherwise, you can communicate. Communicate to them, hey, what you are doing is inappropriate. Don't do this. Okay. If communication also doesn't, then escalate the matter to someone who can resolve it. Tolerate, communicate, escalate, right? First tolerate if it is small. But if it goes beyond certain limits, then communicate. Tell them, hey, what you are doing is wrong. In a very polite manner. Okay. Then you can speak in a strong manner. But this communication doesn't work, then escalate the matter to a higher authority who can actually take an appropriate action against that person. Right? So therefore, Krishna told Arjuna, you should fight. You cannot just say, I will tolerate their injustice. No, I don't want a kingdom. So don't get into all that. Just fight with them. Then you can speak in a strong manner. But this communication doesn't work. Escalate the matter to a higher authority who can actually take great action against that person. Right? Therefore, any other question? Krishna told Arjuna, you should fight. You cannot just say, I will tolerate the injustice. We conclude here. Anything more? No, I don't want a kingdom. So don't get into all that. Just fight. Then you can speak in a strong manner. But this communication doesn't work. Escalate the matter to a higher authority who can actually take great action against the person. Right? Therefore, okay, we'll conclude. Arjuna, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada. No, I don't want a kingdom. Don't get into
Gauranga Prabhuji ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji, for this wonderful class. It was very nice, Prabhuji, and to have this nectarian katha from your lotus mouth. And I personally admire your classes, Prabhuji, which is very much inspiring, which gives so much portion in Bhakti, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for guiding us in this spiritual way to neophytes who is fighting daily with old devotees. Thank you, Prabhuji.